All right, students, this instructional video is going to take you through task 2 of our day number 2 activities for our Dragster project. We're going to continue on with research today, and so the guiding question in the back of our minds should be, what is the purpose of research when we're starting to problem solve or we're starting a project? Why do we need to gather information? Why do we need to gain knowledge about what to do? You know, that's the question that we're asking. What's the purpose of research? And so today you're going to do some research by reading 2 Science of Speed articles. The first is called Race to the Finish. The second is called Airflow. When you're reading those, you are going to take notes, jot down some new information that you learn, and then you're going to reflect on that reading and think back to kind of, again, why are we gathering this information? Why are we learning this? All right, so let's go back to our design notebook. So pause the video and open up your design notebook. Now that we have our design notebook open, we're back in this. We are on day number 2. So day number 2 is right here on our project plan. And so we're on the second part of this. And so the second part of this is reading these Science of Speed articles, taking notes, and answering questions. All right, so we can click on the day number 2 bookmark right here. If we click on day number 2, and that will bring us down to day number 2. We are on the second task, so it's the Science of Speed. You're watching this instructional video right now. So click on this bookmark, and that will drop me down into day number 2, where I'm actually doing and showing evidence of the work that I'm doing. So we're using these research articles to help us understand aerodynamics and what makes cars fast. So you're going to start by reading these 2 articles. That's the first kind of thing on our agenda here. They are linked right here. There are links, these green links. You can click on both of them and open them up. Race to the Finish, Airflow, that's the second one. And then you are going to write down any notes about new information that you learn along the way. Okay? So those are the 2 things, pretty simple. If I open up this Race to the Finish article, I click on the link and you can see that it opens up. I am not going to read this to you, so you can go through the article. It's just 1 page right here. The second page just has some kind of pictures of different features that a race car might have on it. You're going to read through this article, and again, you're going to take some notes when you learn some things. And so I read this. There's one thing in here where it talks about something called downforce, and before reading this article, I didn't know what downforce was. That was one of our vocabulary words from the other day, but I didn't really know what it was. But it says right here in the middle, downforce makes for good grip on the racer's tires. So if I go back to my design notebook, this was something that I was not aware of before. And so I am going to mention, looks like I lost connection there for a second, it's back, so that downforce helps tires grip the road. So whatever this downforce is, it helps tires grab onto the road so that a car doesn't fly off the track. That would be a dangerous thing if a car were to fly off a track. So that's something new that I learned about kind of race cars. So you're going to go through and you're going to keep track of notes. One of the other things that I just had on the screen here, but I deleted it, I don't know if you caught it or not, that said engineers help to design cars. I didn't really know that there was such a thing as a car engineer or an automotive engineer. This was something new that I got from that article. So if I fill out these bullet points right here, so let's say I've got 3 sets of notes, 1, 2, 3, and I want to add something else to this. After I type that third one, I can just hit enter, and you can see that it just makes a new bullet point for you. And so you can just keep adding notes to this. All right? So go through and add those notes. Once you have added those notes, then you can move on to the reflection piece. And so the reflection piece, I can get my computer to work here, there are 2 questions. So when you are reflecting on this particular article, I want you to answer these 2 questions. What was the main idea? What was that article about? What was the purpose of that article? And then, second, what's the role of each of these people on a race team? What's the purpose, or what does the engineer do? What does the driver do, and what does the pit crew, the people that work on the car, what's their roles and their responsibilities? So those are the reflections that I want you to do. Once you finish that, then you are going to go on to the next article. So I can I can go back up here to airflow. I can click on this link, read that article, take some notes. Okay, so you see right here, Science of Speed Airflow. Here's where you're going to take your notes, and then after that, again, do a little reflecting. What was the main idea of the article? And then explain how engineers use data they collect in a wind tunnel to improve a race car's design. Once you have those things done, you're done with task 2, and you can move on with task 3, which is continuing that research, gathering information, helping you figure out how I can make, or how you can make, the best car that you can and the fastest car possible, because again, that is our purpose. All right, so those are the things you need to do for task number 2. Let me just put this screen back up here one more time. Task 2, reading these Science of Speed articles, taking some notes and reflecting on reading, and then thinking back again, why are we doing this? What is the purpose of all of this? That should be what's guiding us through this. If you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher. Hope you learned something new. Good luck.